I'm Queenie Clips. Welcome to my channel, Queenie Clips. So today we are going to be cutting my regular client's hair, and we're going to add some texture. Usually when we cut her hair, we just cut around the sides, sponge it, and then finger coil where we need to finger coil. But we're going to try today to use perm rods at the top. Her hair is a little short in some areas, so where we can fit the perm rods, we're going to fit them, and then we're just going to give her a nice taper fade in the back and on the sides. A lot of women clients come in and ask to get their hair cut by me, and normally when they're talking to me about things that they don't really like when they get their hair cut is that they have too hard lines, and that their hair is faded like too hard. So they feel like they have like a men's cut. So we're going to show you today how to cut her hair, which direction we're going to cut, and just to make it look more feminine. Okay, so before we get started, I am combing out the hair from root to end using my wide toothpick. This is a very important step so that your hair lays nice when you cut it. I'm also going to use my small tooth comb to comb out the sides in the direction that the hair goes for a better cut. This next step is easy to miss, but it is very important. We need to sanitize our products before we use them on each client. This is our 1.5 guard. This guard usually has no magnets on it, so make sure it's very secure when you are cutting the hair. Now we're going to start by cutting the hair in a downward motion. This is also known as cutting with the grain. This allows us to cut off minimal hair but also lay the hair down in the direction that it already goes. Now I'm using my 3mm guard, also known as my number 1 guard, and I'm cutting in a downward motion as well, cutting around the ears and the hairline to lay the hair as flat as possible. Now we have our 1.5mm guard, also known as our 0 guard, and we are just going to continue to go with the grain around the hairline. Repetition, repetition with the grain around the hairline. This is going to allow us not to have hard lines. Now we are going to take our Evo trimmers and make our first guideline at the bottom of the neck, following her natural line, which is slightly curved. Now we're going to take our Ergo clippers and we're going to open our lever all the way. We're just going to go up about 1/2 inch from the guideline that we just created. The next step would be to take out the bottom line, so we're just going to open and close our lever until we see that bottom line completely gone. So now we're going to take out some of that bulk we created using our number 1 guard, and we're just going to go up slightly just to kind of take the line out as much as we can. Using the 0 guard, we are going to continue to get that bottom line out as much as we can. With our lever completely open, using our 1/2 guard, we're going to finish taking out the line. Now it's time to debulk. So we're going to take our 1.5 guard again, and we are going to go with the grain, just taking out the line as much as we can, taking out the bulk as much as we can. Yep, we are still debulking, going against the grain using our point cutting method with the 1.5 guard. So I've noticed that most ladies love to have their points on the side, so what we want to do is take our 0 guard and take our clippers against the grain, point cutting it to blend her natural growth with the fade that's already created. Hopefully that makes sense. Alright, for the sake of time, we're just going to run through this video. So we're going to take our Gamma blow dryer and brush down the hair. We put a little bit of setting lotion throughout the hair, and then we're going to blow dry out the top, getting it as straight as possible. Now taking our ergo clippers, we're just going to blend the top to the bottom of the fade. Small light strokes going up and out. This is our C motion. Alright, now moving on to the perm rods. We are using the pink larger perm rods, and we are going to bricklay these, taking about 1/2 inch of hair and rodding them using our eco styling gel, just lightly saturating the hair. Now using our rat tail comb and a good amount of our styling gel, we're going to lather the hair on the sides, and we're going to start creating comb twists throughout the hair. This is going to give the same effect of the perm rods, it's just going to be a little bit smaller. Now she's back from underneath the dryer. We set her under the dryer for about 30 to 45 minutes, and we're ready to move on to lining her up. When lining in the front, we want to make sure that we're following her natural line unless she states otherwise. This is still going to give her a sharp cut, but it's not going to be a quote-unquote hard cut, which is what we're trying to avoid in this video. Alright, so we are almost at the finish line. The next step is just to take the perm rods out as neat as possible. Now taking a light pomade, we are going to put it on the tips of our fingers and break off small pieces of the curls, creating little curls. Hip hip hooray guys, we finally made it to the finish line. So now we're going to take our wide tooth pick that we used in the beginning, and we're just going to pick at the roots. Only the roots, just to lift up the curls, to make them fluffy, and to just give her a nice shape for our final product. Alright guys, we are totally finished with the haircut. We have our sides laid down nicely, and we have our curls popping at the top. Give me a thumbs up if you guys like this video. Comment and let me know if you guys would like more videos like this, and I will be glad to share them with you. Thanks. See you in the next video.